Sheffield Wednesday fans delighted with a point in Wales, but should it have been 3? Of course, many fans, including Adam here, said, my nan's been dead for 2 years, and she scores that chance at the end. Welcome back to Where Owls Walk. If you've just come across us, it's 20 minutes of putting Sheffield Wednesday social media tweets to our panel. We've got Lewis back with us. Of course, Tom is away on bank holiday, so thank you, Lewis, for stepping in and doing this solo so early on into your journalistic career. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Great, you've got a point, and who'd have thought that you're the highest team in Sheffield at the moment in time. It must be nice looking down at that bottom of the table, even though, things might turn on very quickly. But yeah, are you surprised at what's going on down there?
Yeah, I am, to be fair. We were predicted rock bottom. They were predicted up there, playoffs last season and all that. It's quite nice looking at the table.
Yeah, okay. Let's focus on Wednesday then, shall we? This is what we're here to talk about. Great battling second half performance, of course, at Wrexham. Nathan says there's a great fight back from the boys, and that's why I'm biting my tongue and not saying anything about McNeil and how he should have buried that chance at the end. Will says, oh my God, McNeil. But yeah, proper Warriors out there, proper performance. Right then, did you think the net was going to bulge at the end there as McNeil? McNeil's chance, yeah.
I saw the pass being played across and thought, that's it, that's what a comeback, but it just missed.
If you'd have taken all 3 points, would that have reflected the game as a whole? Do you think, or do you think a point is fair enough result?
I think a point's probably fair. To be honest, the performance in the first half wasn't obviously as good as the second half. It's still a great comeback, and happy with it.
The majority of social media messages were like this one, obviously, we're Wednesday, aren't we? Terrible first half. Credit to the gaffer and the lads for that second half. Completely dominated. So close to winning at the end. Kind of disappointed with the draw. Do we need to give the manager a bit more credit than perhaps what he's receiving at the moment? I mean, there's so much to put up with. But is in-game management for you? Is that impressing you?
Yeah, I think it is, to be fair. Obviously he was here last season. He knows the players that we've got left, and but he stepped up really well, to be fair, considering the circumstances he's been put under. I'm quite pleased with how he's doing.
And of course, the goalkeeper news in the week could have just demoralised the club again, couldn't it? What is your take on how the club have dealt with that?
Well, I think they've done really all they can do, to be honest. It's such a blow, Pierce Charles with a shining light, as you could say, at the club. But getting the emergency loan in is done what they can do, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Who else stood out for you in that game then? Talk me through the players and why.
I think you can talk to any Wednesday fan, they'll say the same answer. Bannon absolutely ran the game, in my opinion, which is fair to say.
Yeah. Who else?
Well, I think Calamartra had a good game. Obviously, took his goal really well, but he stepped up brilliantly as well.
Yeah. The young players, of course, are getting a chance as well. Who from the youthful side of your acquisitions is impressing most?
Obviously, I'll take Bale's had a few games at centre back. He's stepped up quite well, in my opinion, from the youth team. We've had that cup game against Bolton, where I think obviously there's Ernie Weaver and Bruno Fernandes, Sean Fashira, them type of players. They've done well when they have stepped up. And
the cup game then is obviously coming up next. Matt says excellent from the lads and kids. Boycott the cup match and Ziri out. What do you expect to happen this week against Leeds in terms of attendance wise, and what do you think should happen?
Well, I'm not too sure how many tickets are sold, but I can't imagine it's many at all. I think that's the way of going about it. Showing that boycotting the game, not attending. I think that is probably the way to put a real, put the message across.
Well, what do you say to these people that say, look, he's not going to care. He doesn't care already. So what difference is us not buying pies and drinks in the stadium going to hurt him? He's clearly hasn't got money, so not getting any more money is not the right way to kind of hurt him. The best way to do it is to force this sale through going out and doing positive efforts, such as finding somebody who's willing to take it on. Do you respect that point of view?
Yeah, of course. But I think we're in such a state now that anything that can be done needs to be done. So any type of protesting, anything that hitting him where it hurts. The not having the money coming in from food, drink, merchandise, and also club tickets and stuff like that. I think that's where it'll get him. Not having the money coming in.
Yeah, you'll have seen Rob McInerney for Wrexham, of course, as well, who was doing the black and gold campaign as well, and was saying money raised from their shirts will go to the Sheffield Wednesday Foundation Trust as well, which is great. Great difference between two owners, isn't it? Highlighted that in that game on Saturday.
Yeah, brilliant touch of class from Wrexham. Really good.
Yeah, as it has been from most fans, hasn't it, this season? Brilliant. Right then, Swansea. Then we go after Leeds. What do you make of their start? You think this is an opportunity for 3 points? They're not playing very well at the moment.
It's pretty difficult to call any game with the situation that we're in at the moment. I didn't really think we'd get a point this week. Never mind next. But obviously, we played well against Wrexham. Maybe if we play like that against Swansea, we could get something. Yeah,
it might surprise some people and get some 3 points. Brilliant. Okay. Finally, then this week we're looking, of course, at the transfer window. Now, it's ridiculous to ask you in terms of what you think should happen. But do you see anything happening in terms of ins or outs where it can happen?
There's, I don't really know where to go with that one. There's, I think if we can get anyone in, we need to just get whoever we can. It's bodies, it's depth. That's what we're needing, I think.
Where do you think you should be looking then? Are we looking at league? Luton have got an excess of players, for example, who would be happy to loan some out, for example, or Premier League players who are Premier League youth who are happy to come down and play on loan.
That's probably what we're needing, yeah. Premier League youth, anyone. It's all about the depth, not having the youth players on the bench every game and things like that. Just freeze loans, anyone that's willing to come. Really, can't be too picky.
Brilliant. Last week we looked at the home shirt. Let's look at the away shirt this week and get your thoughts on it. I think it's a monstrosity personally. What's your view on it? I know no one's buying it, which is good.
I think plenty of Wednesday fans will agree with you there. Absolute monstrosity. Same design as the home kit, with the SWFC word art.
Yeah.
It's a bit. I'm not a fan personally.
Yeah, collars as well. I mean.
Yeah, the bright pink collar, a little bright pink trim.
Yeah, I mean, it photographs red in some angles, doesn't it, as well? Yeah. It's just never good to have on a Wednesday shirt. Right then, thanks so much for that, Lewis. If you're just joining us, do give us a quick subscribe and a quick like. That'd be absolutely amazing as we try and grow our little Sheffield Wednesday community over here. Hope the process go well against Leeds, of course, on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday night or Wednesday night? I forget.
Tuesday, I think, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And of course, we'll be back here with Tom next week to review how that has gone, plus the game against Swansea. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you very much for watching.